braces again. If you have been a subscriber or follower of mine for like since the OG days, since like my first like year or two on YouTube, then you would know that I did have braces when I was younger. I had them for a long time. It was like 4 to 5 years. When I was in middle school, I got them when I was like, I want to say 12 or 13, and then I got them off. I had to actually tell my orthodontist, like, take them off when I was 18 and I graduated high school because I was moving away for college and I wouldn't be able to like come in for appointments. So yeah, I had a very negative experience with braces the first time around. Just really had not a great orthodontist, and initially when I went in, he told me I would have the braces for 1.5 years. Obviously that was not true. But then after that, I was just so frustrated with it that I did not wear my retainer well at all. And that's definitely on me, because my teeth, like, my overbite was never fixed, but my teeth were like decently straight when I took my braces off. But then I just like did not wear my retainer, and so they shifted, obviously. And then I tried doing bite, like aligners, kind of like Invisalign, and I really liked it. I got like halfway through my treatment, and I had a molar grow in. I had a motherfucking molar grow in, and it was so frustrating. And my molar grew in like internally, like, I don't know, it's a lot of dental mumbo jumbo, but it basically like put a halt in that entire aligner treatment. And then at this point I was just so frustrated with everything that a few months back was like, okay, Haley, that's fine. We're just gonna embrace your teeth as they are. Like, this is too much. Stress and effort. But then, when I had COVID, weirdly enough, I had COVID in September, and during like the few days when I was isolating at home and everything, I was just doing a lot of thinking, and I was like looking up different orthodontists near me and like different options, you know, like veneers, composite bonding, aligners, obviously, braces, etc., etc., etc. So I looked up. We're gonna stop the mic brushing and switch to a different trigger. I just feel like when I'm rambling, I need something to keep my hands busy. But anyway, so I was doing a lot of research because I just realized, like, my biggest insecurity is my teeth, and honestly, it's crazy because it was not an insecurity of mine. I can honestly say it wasn't an insecurity of mine at all until I started making YouTube videos and until I got comments about them. If you ever think to yourself that you want to leave a comment about someone's appearance, even if you think it's meaningless or harmless or small, they can really get to you, because but every other insecurity of mine, I feel like I've kind of like battled and I've been able to just like get over. And I obviously attribute a lot of my insecurity to just like the American society around teeth as well. But either way, regardless, I was just, when I had COVID, I realized, like, okay, girl, my teeth are my biggest insecurity, and now that I'm an adult, I think I'm finally ready to do something about it. And so I did a bunch of research. I found an amazing orthodontist near me who is like a young woman, and she is so nice. I had a consultation done, and you know, I just looked into all my options, and I just decided that I was gonna do clear adult braces. I could have definitely gone back and done like bite again. The bite over somewhere, like overnight at like my friend's house or something, you know, like we would not be home, and then it would always just like fuck it up, and then I would be really bad at it. So I just was like, long story short, looked through all my options, found a great orthodontist after I was COVID free, you know. I went in, got a consultation done, and looked at all my options, and I talked to the orthodontist about my previous experiences and how they were kind of traumatic for me, and like what my worries are and everything. And yeah, so voila. Now it's been, you know, almost a month later, and I went through that. I decided to get them. So I'm supposed to have them around a year and a half, and it's gonna hopefully fix my overbite and straighten them and whatever. And then after that, I'll see if I want to do anything else like composite bonding or whitening or anything. But yeah, so I got them on like a week ago, and today is the first day I'm back to filming ASMR. I was very anxious about it at first. One, because I knew that getting them on and posting about them, like, I knew I was gonna just have to talk about them to my family members, to friends, to like you guys. I knew like I couldn't really just like get on camera without getting a bunch of comments of people being like, do you have braces? So I was like, let's definitely do a live update, but also like just talking about my teeth, like I feel like it's drawing focus on the insecurity, which I didn't like, so I was a little bit anxious about that. And then on top of that, I was anxious about how I was gonna feel with them. Like, I didn't really feel anxious about the like pain or the actual process of like going to the orthodontist, because I've done it before, you know, and the braces pain, like, it's really not been bad at all. But I was more worried about like, oh, I'm gonna have these on for a year and a half, like, how is this? How is it gonna affect my self-esteem? How is it gonna affect ASMR? How is it gonna affect how I feel about myself? Because I feel like I got on anti-anxiety medication. I got on Zoloft like back in June or July, and it's been going great. And I feel like it's definitely helped me see like drastic improvements in my mental health and my confidence. And I was just kind of nervous that this would like maybe take a hit to my confidence, or that I would feel like I look like a teenager again. I don't know, sometimes like in certain lighting and like certain like glimpses of myself, I really do remind me of like 17-year-old me. But overall, I actually think they look a lot better, and they're clear this time around. Like the brackets, the only thing you can see that isn't clear is like the wire is silver, but I feel like they're like pretty low-key, and honestly, I think they kind of help with the whispers, the ASMR. So yeah, I was pretty anxious when I first got them on. I had to build up the courage, take a few days to like put on makeup and like sit down and film, but now that I'm here and I'm doing it, I'm feeling a lot better, and I don't feel anxious. But yeah, so this is the vibe for the next 18 or so months. But yeah, it's funny because when I got my braces off back in 2018, I remember getting a few comments like on my first few videos being like, the mouth sounds like your whispers don't hit the same, they're not as good. And I definitely think that the braces kind of enhance, you know, the mouth sounds a little good, but hopefully it's a nice improvement, I guess. like a few $100, but most of it is I'm paying myself. And so I just want to say thank you to like any of you guys who are watching my videos, but especially a big thank you to anyone who's a patron on my Patreon. I've been posting like 4, 5, 6 exclusive videos a month over there, so it's a great time to join. Anyone who's a channel member here on YouTube, anyone who watches me over on Twitch, all of my Twitch revenue from October is going right into my braces costs. So I literally would not be able to, one, like, live in my apartment and keep my lights on and anything, but I also would not be able to pay for this dental work that is gonna really, like, I think hopefully improve my life, not only my physical health. You know, there is a benefit, of course, to having like no overbite and straight teeth and stuff like that, less cavities and whatever, but also my just like emotional health and everything. So anyway, just want to say thank you. I just, like, none of this would have, you know, even been a what if without you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah. What else is new? What else is new? I'm also a huge reality TV girly, so I watched the new season of Love is Blind, and I won't spoil anything, obviously, but I just feel like this season had the most drama, but it was like the least substance. Like, none of the couples I felt like I was rooting for, and I didn't really like anybody. I only liked like 1 or 2 of the people. I don't know, like, it may have had the most drama, but I felt like the drama wasn't good. It wasn't like drama that was worth anything. It was kind of just like stupid. But I heard that a bunch of storylines ended up getting cut out of the season because of some like legal issues. I think there's some lawsuits going on. I don't even know. So yeah. And then I watched some of the Ultimatum, again, just in my Netflix era, because I'm trying to get that, you know, $15 worth or whatever it is. The Ultimatum queer season is so good. The other seasons aren't as good, but the Ultimatum Queer Love, I think is what it's called. That one is great, and I really like that Netflix did this season. This season is all lesbian women, and I really appreciated it because I feel like there's this stupid stigma in TV and in Hollywood, and that any dating shows featuring the LGBT community like won't be as interesting for some reason. And I have no idea why that would be true, because the Queer Love season of The Ultimatum was so superior to any of the other ones. But I'm glad that Netflix is like actually making more queer dating shows and proving that wrong, because it's such a stupid stigma. I'm waiting for, like, I would love a bisexual Love Island. Like, that is my dream. As a bisexual woman, I would die for a bisexual Love Island. But I've heard they're doing, I am really excited for Love Island All-Stars. Love Island All-Stars. There are some really exciting people coming. Megan Barton Hansen, Jack Fowler. Oh, Jack Fowler is like my forever Love Island crush. There's a few people from the US, but I don't care about the US seasons. I don't care about the US Islanders. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't. The US Love Island is so mid. It's just not good compared to the UK and the Australian seasons. But anyway, I talked too much about that. So yeah, that's my little TV update. Just true crime and reality TV. Josh and I went and saw the Eras Tour movie this weekend. It was great. I was not able to get tickets to the tour because I didn't even go past pre-sale, if you remember that whole mess. But the tour didn't even come to Utah, so the movie was great. It is like 3 hours. It is long. It's pretty much just the entire concert front to back, but that maybe you would be bored, and I was like, you know, if you're not into it, like halfway through, you know, you can always just like go walk around or whatever. I think he did take a little nap during like Shake It Off, and I took a potty break, which is like fair enough, you know, but otherwise it was good. I think we both enjoyed it. We were both like dancing, you know, because it's like, even if you don't think you're a fan of Taylor Swift, if you like go, you're gonna know like half of the songs just because she's so popular and they're all over the radio. So it was fun. I like concert movies. I like that we're doing that because honestly, like, concerts are just getting way too expensive these days. I went and saw Beyonce this summer and it was amazing. I love Beyonce. The Renaissance tour is immaculate, and I also want to see that movie when it comes out. But it was so expensive. Like, all concerts nowadays are just, I just think they're kind of a waste of money. Like, I just remember being like 15 and going to Warped Tour and going to concerts like every weekend, and we were paying like $20. Like, for example, I'm seeing the 1975, trigger warning, Maddie Healy, you know, but I saw the 1975 in 2014, and I paid $36 for my ticket. Obviously they were a lot smaller back then, but either way, $36 for my ticket, and I'm going next month with my family to see them, and our tickets were like $170 or something fucking ridiculous. Like, and I know it's a much bigger stadium, but like, even with the growth of the artist and the stadium, like, for example, okay, for the same stadium that the 1975 was performing at in 2016, Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna came, and the tickets for that show were $60. $60 at the same arena that the 1975 was performing at. Why is my ticket? Speaking of, I saw Kendrick Lamar on the Big Steppers tour. I don't know, when was that, like March or April, and our tickets at that same venue were $90 for the absolute nosebleed. We were like literally the last row. So yeah, I don't know, I just feel like everything's so expensive nowadays, but like at concerts, I just think for like the value of it, the price is not worth it anymore. Like, I can't justify spending the money anymore. So I like that we're making concert movies popular, but I'm not liking the $20 ticket price. Like, damn, and you won't even let me go on like a $5 Tuesday or nothing. I don't know, y'all. Everything is just so expensive, and you just start to like, you really just start to wonder, like, when is it gonna be like too much? Like, when are we gonna hit where it's like, you know, because obviously I'm talking about very, very silly first world things like movie tickets and stuff, but even food, eggs, milk, deodorant, toothpaste. Why is toothpaste so expensive? Why is the same toothpaste, the Sensodyne toothpaste I've been using for the past 10 years, why is it like 3 times the price? It's just, anyway, sorry. We'll stop. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take all that negative energy. We're gonna take that stress. We're gonna take that worry about money and finances, and we're just gonna get rid of it. We don't need it. We're here to chill. We're here to vibe and catch up and fix my hair, apparently. But yeah, I don't know. So that's what I've been watching, listening to new Troye Sivan album. Loving it. It's great. The new Bad Bunny album. Y'all, my current celebrity crush is Bad Bunny. Like, I'm not one, now that I'm like a grown adult, I feel like I don't really have celebrity crushes like I used to when I was younger. But like, I literally can't even lie. Bad Bunny, there's just something about him, it makes me go like feral, like a rat, like he's just so fine. It's something about his voice too, like, it's not even really like him as a person, because I've only only seen like a few interviews, and like, you know, I watched some of his SNL clips, which were really good, but honestly, it's just his voice. Like, listening to his music when I have his like deep ass voice in my ears, it just does something to me. It does something to me inside. So yeah, I think Bad Bunny is officially my celebrity crush. But his new album is great. I really love Mr. October. It's like on repeat, repeat, repeat. It makes me wish that I retained more of my Spanish, because I took like 4 or 5 years of Spanish in high school, but I just never had anyone to like speak it with, really, because like Josh isn't fluent in Spanish, and none of my family members are, so I just didn't really utilize it like in my work or anything, and I feel like I regret that because I've forgotten so much of it. But eventually I'm definitely gonna sign up for lessons again and like refresh myself. So I have no fucking idea what Bad Bunny is saying in his new album, but I love it. It sounds amazing, and the production is great as always. I mean, okay, I guess I shouldn't say I have no idea. I can come out with like a few sentences, you know. I can get the general idea. Okay. Let me not diss myself that hard, but I'm definitely not fluent in Spanish at all. Sorry, I literally don't even know what I was saying. I could have been mid-sentence, but a loud ass train came by and was honking for like a solid 4 minutes, so completely distracted me, and I lost my train of thought. I need to reapply some lip liner. But yeah, so I hope that you've all been doing well. I hope you've been doing well. That's basically what's been going on with me. Josh and I figured out what we're gonna be for Halloween. I talked about it on my podcasts. The Sherple Siblings podcast I do with my brother, and it's really good. I'm not even gonna lie, it's good. Okay, it's good. Oh, I've also been like obsessed with shopping. I'm currently on a bit of a like clothing shopping ban that I've set myself, just because I've been buying too many pieces of clothing. But I've just become obsessed with the app ThredUp. It's a secondhand thrifting app, and I just love them. Between ThredUp and Depop, I've been thrifting so much. So I definitely have a thrift haul coming your way that I filmed recently. So stay tuned for that. But yeah. I just have never ordered from ThredUp before. And then one day I just downloaded it. I don't know what prompted me. And I placed my first order, and it sent me down a rabbit hole. Now I keep scrolling, looking at the new stuff that they had. There's just so much good stuff on there. I got some like TNA, some Skims, some Ritzia, a lot of old, like vintage, like early 2000s, American Eagle. I would say my current style could be described in 3 things. 1, clean girl aesthetic. I really do like the neutrals, the basics, the clean girl vibe or whatever. too. I like a little cowgirl, a little country, you know, like a boot or like a lace, you know, a little braid. Not necessarily like super, super yee, but like a little country flair, a little Americana. And then lastly, Bella Swan, Elena Gilbert, like core, like that vibe, you know, the early 2000s, fitted long sleeve, layer,